Hey everyone! Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting one because I'll finally be able to sit down with you guys and just chit chat. I am going to Canada right after I film this, so I need my makeup to last all day long. I am going in with my LA Girl Pro Prep High Definition Smoothing Face Primer. I actually really like this primer. It just feels really good on my skin. It like fills in any pores that you may have. And a lot of you guys are gonna be like, Tanya, oh my gosh, you have like perfect skin. Thank you. But I do have a little bit of like uneven texture around my nose area, so I just like to use it there just to ensure that my foundation application is really smooth. I also like to go around my mouth because that's where I get a lot of lines from like making ugly faces. On days when I decide to wear makeup and actually do like an everyday makeup look, I still prefer like a medium coverage just because like I like that look. I like to focus on the skin a lot. So I'm going in with Makeup Forever Ultra HD. You guys know this is like my absolute favorite foundation, but it is a little too light for me right now. This is the shade 140. I'm gonna mix in my Makeup Forever Face and Body liquid makeup. And you guys are looking at it and you guys are, oh my gosh, girl, this is way too dark for you. It is, but it's very sheer, so it's just gonna give me a lot of color. Should I use the back of my hand? I don't really want to. And I'm going in with the Real Techniques buffing brush. This is really good for buffing in your concealer or foundation, cream products. And I'm just like dotting it all over the face before I start blending it into my skin. I always blend it into my ears and a little bit past my jawline just to ensure that everything is blended nicely and I don't have any obvious lines. For concealer, I am taking my Maybelline New York Fit Me concealer in the shade Fair. I always get the lightest shade just because I like to use it for highlighting purposes. I don't care if my dark circles aren't fully covered. This is like an everyday look, so I'm kind of like about it. I just need it to be covered like 80%. I'm taking that same brush and I'm just patting that concealer underneath my eye. This is such a great drugstore concealer if you are in the market for one. It's about like $5 and it just has really good coverage. Before I go into bronzing, I want to quickly sim under a concealer so it doesn't crease. And I'm grabbing my RCMA No Color Powder. I really like this powder. It's really thin and lightweight underneath the eyes, and that is perfect for me because I do have dry skin. So I'm taking some powder on the Sigma Tapered Highlighter brush. And I'm just pressing that underneath my eyes. I typically just bake my under eye concealer when I'm using a lot of product underneath, but for today I'm just using the Maybelline Fit Me, so it's not really necessary for baking. Okay, so now for a cream bronzer, I want to use the Soleil Tan de Chanel cream bronzer. I love this when I have a tan, and the fact that it's summer, I can get away with using it every single day, and it was about $50, which is kind of pricey, but if you think about it, this is gonna last you a really long time, so it's all good. Well, that's how I like to justify it, but I seriously use the same brush for everything, like it's ridiculous. I always start out my forehead and then work my way down, and I like to use circular and swiping motions. And I always pull back like this just to see my cheekbones because I do have a rounder face. So I just go in circular motions. I'm going, oh snap, I almost freaking spilled everything. Oh, I'm going back in with the RCMA powder, and I am going to use this to set the rest of my face. I love to set this side of my face because I always touch this side of my face. It's like ridiculous. This is the area where foundation tends to rub off first because we're always leaning on our arms and laying down, so just be cautious of that when you're going in with your makeup. Just always be sure to set that area. When I'm going in with like no eyeshadow, I don't do a primer. I just run a little bit of powder over to mattify that area so I can go in with like a bronzer in the crease. I am really not liking this bronzer, but I'm still trying to give it a couple more chances because like I have two of these. I bought them. I just can't get them to really work on my skin type. This is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Medium to Deep Bronzer. And It smells really good. Like, I don't know, I can't get this bronzer to look good on me. It just looks really patchy. So I don't know what that's all about, but we're gonna give it another try. I'm taking this Japanese highlight and contour brush. I got it off of Navy's and I really like the shape of it. It's really fluffy and it just has a really nice precision when you're going in with your contour or bronzer and things like that. So I'm always tapping off the excess to make sure I don't have a lot of bronzer on that brush. And then I just go in circular motions anywhere where I applied the cream bronzer. I also like to take this bronzer at the corner of my eye and just kind of drag it down because this really like slims my face. Because I find that if I only contour right here, it contours but then my temple looks really bulgy. So I just like to contour my temple and bring that in a little bit so everything just kind of flows nicely. Now we're going to go in with a little bit more product, but on a blending brush. This is by Makeup Addiction Cosmetics. And I'm just placing that onto my lid and my crease. I've been doing this makeup look for so long. Different makeup products, of course, but like same technique. And no, you guys, I did not get a nose job. I don't know why people assume that. Maybe because my nose is really small, but I can't even afford a nose job. Like, are you kidding me? I can barely afford like Starbucks. For blush, I'm gonna go in with this Sigma Heavenly blush, and it's a peachy tone. I am just applying that on a Japanese highlight and contour brush, blush, whatever. This is the Tarte exposed highlight, and I'm so freaking sad because when I was at the airport, they freaking crushed my highlighter, so now it's really fragile, so I can't like move it anywhere. So it has to stay like this, otherwise it'll just crack open. I know you guys will tell me to fix it with alcohol, but like I'm too lazy to go to the store and get alcohol, so I'm just gonna be really careful with this. I'm going to take my current favorite highlight brush. This is the Sigma High Cheekbone Highlighter. I talked about this on Snapchat. This is the FO3. And this is the perfect density and fluffiness when applying your highlight. It just packs on everything so beautifully and it just, it's amazing. So let me just show you guys what I'm talking about. That's what I was talking about. So I do a line. And then I turn my brush and then I just go like this. I feather it out. And I go around my temple. I'm gonna take some mascara. I do have eyelash extensions on, but like 60% of them are already gone. So I'm gonna take this MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash Mascara and just lightly coat the upper and lower lashes just to create a little bit more volume. If only these were like my natural lashes, I would die. For lips, I'm gonna take the Painted Earth's Lip Gel Liner in Naked, and this is just a very nude lip liner. I like to go with nude lip liners when I want to achieve a very pouty lip. This is going to involve overlining your lips, so if you guys aren't about that life, then don't do it. It's still really pretty alone if you're into that pale nude lip. I am going to top it off with Dose of Colors liquid lipstick in Truffle. Look at all this baby hair, you guys. Look at all of this baby hair. Let's just take a moment. So I am just quickly going to finish my eyebrows. I do have a eyebrow tutorial up, so I'll have it linked down below for you guys if you guys want to see it. But I'm just going to skip that part because it's a process. But this is basically my everyday go-to makeup. I really love it because it just enhances your features, and we're just keeping everything minimal but still enhanced. So I really love this look. Alright guys, that is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really missed you guys, so don't forget to add me on all my other social media accounts and let's chit chat. And that's about it. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!